Hi, I'm Seth from ComingOutTarot.com, and I'm working through how to help you discover your passion. And I think when you've discovered your passion, you're definitely going to want to take some action on it. So I created this spread for you called Passion with Action. It's kind of a fun little play on words. Anyway, I'm assuming that you're trying to discover your passion, and if you are, this spread is great for you because not only does it help you identify your passion, but it's going to help you figure out who can help you get that passion in play and what action you need to take to move it forward. I think a tarot reading with this spread can get you there. So first, if you haven't already signed up for my mailing list, go sign up for my mailing list. You'll get a checklist about how you can identify your passion. And in the course of that checklist, there's some worksheets to help you identify your skills and your aspirations. Once you've identified those and you're ready for this tarot reading, share that information with me. And together, we're going to choose a card that signifies you out of the court cards of the deck that we're going to use. In this case, I've pulled out an example. This is the Son of Swords. The Son of Swords often represents me, so I've pulled him out simply for the course of being able to do this spread for you. Next, we're going to pull a card from the majors to determine what your current path is. So we'll shuffle the deck several times, and then I'm going to pull a card and lay it above the significator to let me know what your current path is. In this case, I pulled Strength. If I were to be working through this Passion with an Action spread and Strength came up as my current path, it lets me know that I'm working probably internally on myself, working hard to be successful in whatever it is that I need to dredge up from my insides in order to be successful on this journey. So we'd start there. Then we're going to work with your interests because we need to discover more about your interests to understand what kind of action you're going to take on your passion. So we'll shuffle the minor cards of the deck. Once those are shuffled, lay out two cards to show your interests. Interest 1 and Interest 2. In this case, the interests are identified by the Six of Wands and the Eight of Swords. They can identify interests such as being successful, working with ideas, being successful at your ideas, being an entrepreneur. An interest related to the Eight of Swords might be trying to be the most adept you can at the knowledge at hand, trying to have the fastest answers, being skilled at quizzes, or being skilled at knowledge that is top of mind, constantly being prepared, ready for the opportunity to change. Then, once we've worked on your interests, we're going to pull the cards related to who your helper might be and who your teacher might be on this journey towards discovering your passion with an action. So we'll shuffle the court cards and then identify a teacher and a helper. So your helper is the Father of Cups and the teacher is the Son of Wands. If I'm looking at the Father of Cups as a helper, this is someone in your life who is emotionally stable and yet the rock that people lean on. It doesn't have to be a man, like it says in the title of Father. It could be a woman, but it is someone who carries those characteristics. Similarly, the teacher, being the Son of Wands, is probably someone who is youthful, inspirational, and going to help drive you forward in a way that you might not be able to do on your own. So you would have someone who is extremely emotionally steady and someone who is like ready to jump off a cliff and make things happen. Two fascinating ways to work on your passion. Then we're going to pull the aces, shuffle them, and then we're going to pull an ace for you to determine what's the next action step you need to take in order to be successful with your passion. And in this case, it's the Ace of Pentacles. The next action step in this particular reading is to get something started today. Use your hands, create something, make something material so that you can move forward with your passion. So after we've talked about the skills of being successful and inspirational, and having the skill related to being quick-witted, having ideas at hand, with those helpers in mind, they can help you utilize those skills in order to create something to drive your passion forward with this inner strength that is going to move you in a successful direction. I think this spread is also interestingly impacted by comparing the action, the significator, and the current path together to determine if there's harmony or discord. I think it's also interesting to compare the helper and the teacher with the significator that represents you to determine if that triangular relationship is going to be the most helpful for you, or if you might need to think about how to manage that relationship in a way that can be successful. So if this is helpful for you and you're looking for passion with action, then head over to comingoutarot.com. Click on the link that says, I want to know my passion, and you'll get the download for the checklist to help you identify your passion by identifying your skills and interests. Share those with me, and then we can work through this tarot reading together.